A very good morning to everyone. Just the concept is called review of transform. At the end of the session, we will able to learn the Z transform concepts. Main the objective of what you learn from Z transform is Z transform is a technique to convert time to frequency. Either we have two types of signals, that is the continuous as well as the discrete. Where we can to be deal with the continuous, we the anonymously we can use the Laplace transform technique. With respect to the same thing, if it is the signal is discrete, then we can go for the Z transform. So main thing Z transform definition is that. So this is the Z transform. Z transform is if I will take a signal, this is the signal x of that is the discrete signal. If you apply Z transform to the Z transform x of n, then you will get the capital X of Z. This is the formula we can write. Summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n Z to the power. Where inverse transform of Z we can write it as 1 by 2 plus Z x of Z to the power of n minus 1. Here, like Laplace transform, in Z transform also, the main criteria we have to be discussed is region of convergence. Already it is completely we discussed in signals in systems. So region of convergence means the system is to be defined in which region. The system which we will get in finite value. That is the region of convergence. So region of convergence means if I will be signal x of n, this signal is existence in which area. So that will be defined with respect to region of convergence. And we just have the difference between the DFT as well as the Z transform. Where x of z we have the formula is summation n equal to minus infinity. The same way we do to the same. Just replace z is equal to e to the power of g. This is the relation between the Z transform to Fourier transform. And now convergence of Z transform, what we learned already, convergence of Fourier transform means it will be convey, it will be finite value. That is the convergence of the Z transform. And obviously, if I will take, for example, if this is the formula, where you can replace Z is equal to e to the power of 0. Just replace. So here initially we have Z power of minus n. Instead of Z, you can replace Z is equal to e to the power of minus j omega L we have. So complex variable point of view, we can obviously we have some point initial, some radius r with some angle something. So that the way we have to be discussed. If the Z transform will be exist, the convergence obviously condition is that mod x of n r power of minus n must be finite. The meaning of must be finite. So region of convergence already we studied. The region of convergence of any sequence set of values of z with Z transform characters means existence. That is the region of convergence. So before going to in depth of Z transform, first we learn properties of ROC. Obviously, the first property of ROC ring that is we just define with respect to circle, where R is the radius, Z length, the center, the words in it must be obviously the Z transform is 0 and it is some value. It is not a finite. So R value must be in between of 0 to some finite value. And the second condition is Fourier transform x of n converges absolutely if and only if R was a jet of x of x include the unit circle. Include the unit circle means R1. Include the unit circle. This is the circle. I can take R equal to 1. This is the radius. R equal to 1. And ROC cannot contain any poles. And fourth property, if x of n is finite duration sequence, then ROC is the entire jet plane except possible of z is equal to 0, z is equal to 8. For an example, with the signal x of z is equal to 1 plus z power of minus 1, z power of minus 2. So if you consider 1 plus 1 by z plus 1 by z square. If you take LCM of z square, then it is the z square plus z plus 1. It is your x of z. So this the function will be developed, expressed where z is equal to for any value. This is the expected. Except where z is equal to 0, it will not to be defined. Why? Because of 1 by 0, it is the indefined. So this type of signal will not to be defined at z equal to 0. In similar way, if I will take 1 by, if I will take x of z is equal to z cube so on. And in that situation also, for example, where z is equal to 0, it will be different, but z is equal to infinity. The term x of z is equal to infinity. So it is also indefinite. This is the condition we know that depends on function, it will be not defined. X is coming to the fifth one, x of n is right-handed sequence and x of n is left-handed sequence. Where x r of c extended outward from the outermost finite pole. So where you have the poles is nothing but it will be happen denominator. Zeros will be available at numerator. So ROs extend inward, innermost. So innermost means left-handed sequence, outermost means right-handed sequence. Seventh one, a two-sided sequence is an infinite duration. A two-sided sequence is infinite duration sequence that is neither right-sided or left-sided. X of n is a two-sided sequence. ROC will constrain entire jet plane. ROC must be connected each. And obviously, what the properties already this are. This is a completely graphical manner. The entire jet plane except jet is equal to 0. This is what we studied the properties of 8 that will be practically or graphically representation process. So I don't know why it will, and then we will try to be proof. At some point, we will try to prove if proofs also will available, then we can go for the proofs also. So some common jet transform bits. We just studied this common terms. And next class we will derive all those terms which will be happen. The sequence del of n it is the one area of n e of n 1 by z minus z1 where u of already told e of n we cannot consider e of minus and minus 1 1 by z the same both will be same but one thing is greater than the other. It is the right hand side and it is the left hand side and it is the time shifting del of n minus 1. This is the some constant value e power of n e power of n 1 by 1 minus e to the z minus 1. So likewise, we have to be some standard signals with respect to sequence transform and algorithm. And next class, we will derive some of the like u of n, maybe del of n minus one, like some properties what we have that we under we can conclude. And jet transform properties, we already know that linearity means a into x, for example, and we know that x1 of n where z transform is nothing but a x1 of z, and similarly z transform of x2 of is nothing but a x2 of z. So where a into x1 of n plus b into x2 of n is nothing but a into x1 of z plus b into x2 of z. This is the limit. At time shifting, if you consider, if you I can shift minus and naught, that will be shifted to a z to the power of minus n naught into x of z. Just next class we will see one or two properties proofs also we will try to solve. So multiplication by exponential sequence, differentiation x of z, where differentiation of x of z properties we have conjugate property. Conjugate property is x star of n is nothing but a x star of z transform. By time reversal convolution, convolution is nothing but shifting of one convolution in one domain, multiplication in another domain. If I will take it as time domain, then it is the frequency multiplication. If I will consider time multiplication, then it is the frequency domain. And this is a more important point for the initial value theorem, where x of g equal to limit z tends to infinity x of z. So next class we will discuss some other topics regarding to Z transform, and then we will simply state and prove any four properties. Means if you they will given with questions like any four properties, then you can happily write the four properties as what you know. But some of them they will ask to particular properties, then you should be given that. Right. Thank you. We will discuss next class. Thank you.